Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at 55% level 1 Link's DOKKANFEST First Form Frieza from the Bardock special. This is not Namek Frieza, this is Frieza from the Bardock special, who blew up Planet Vegeta and essentially started all of the different chain of events that basically created Dragon Ball. It's like this is actually like one of the most important moments in the entire series, is Frieza blowing up Planet Vegeta. It's kind of crazy it took us this long to get this guy, but here we go. This is one of my most anticipated DOKKANFESTs. So let's take a look at what he does, and then we'll jump into the event. So leader skill, we have Planetary Destruction or Space Traveling Warriors, category key +3, 170 to stats, and then he gives an additional 30% stats to Inhuman Deeds or Terrifying Conquerors. I feel like they could have given him a third, like, main leader skill, but it's all right. It's all right. Super attack effect is the Death Beam, and it is going to infinitely stack attack, and it's going to raise defense for 1 turn, immense damage, and greatly lowers attack, which could be useful in some of the 9th anniversary stages, which we're going to get once the 9th anniversary starts in about a month and like a week from now. All right, passive is Complete Purge. Activates the instant animation once only and gets attack and defense 100%, and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack for 5 turns from the character's entry turn when there are another 2 or more space traveling warrior category allies on the team upon the character's entry. So gotta have 2 or more of those guys, and he does get a sizable amount of buffs from this entrance animation. I mean, it's 5 turns of extra stats plus an additional. I am kind of the opinion at this point that they shouldn't have these entrance animation buffs wear out unless it's like after like 9 turns or something. It just feels like not good to have characters become weaker after you fulfill the conditions that they need to get their entrance buffs off. I feel like they should just all be permanent. For me, these entrance buffs should just be like extra stuff you're getting for building your team around these characters. And so for them to lose, for this Frieza to lose like these effects after 5 turns, it's kind of like why, right? Okay, so then he gets key +3 and attack and defense 150%, just baseline. Then he gets attack and defense 150% when attacking, so that's a multiplicative buff, which is very, very good. Then he's going to get an additional defense +20% and 10% chance to crit per Terrifying Conqueror category ally on the team, which doesn't have a cap. So what that's saying is basically just build your entire team to consist of exclusively Terrifying Conqueror category allies, because every time you're going to use a character on your team that is not a Terrifying Conqueror ally, you're actually losing out on 20% defense and 10% crit chance, which is actually like one or 2 characters on your team not being Terrifying Conquerors. It's not the end of the world, but you're missing out on a lot of additional stuff you could be getting for Frieza here. Then he gets an additional attack +100% and launches an additional super attack starting from the turn in which the character performs the 5th attack in battle, which synergizes pretty well with the entrance buff because he is getting that additional. Plus, you also have the hidden potential system, assuming you have dupes in your character. But for the 55% showcase, he's not going to have that. Now this is a conditional part of his passive at the end, depending on the type of enemy you are fighting. So if there is a pure Saiyan category enemy, launches an additional super attack. When there is a low class warrior category enemy, plus an additional attack +100%, and chance performing a critical hit +50%. So in a lot of the difficult content stages, as of right now on global, we're not going to be able to take advantage of that. But with some of the 9th anniversary stages that we're going to get, there are actually a decent amount of pure Saiyan enemies that we could fight, so Frieza could look a bit better in there, with of course getting the additional super guaranteed is a really big thing for him, because he's stacking his damage, which is going to factor into the active skill, which we're going to take a look at in a second, and it's just going to give him extra defense as well. Remember, he gets defense for 1 turn when he supers. Okay, and then the active skill is the greatest show in the universe. This is probably one of the biggest assets of this character. Can be activated when there is a low-class warrior category enemy, when there is a pure Saiyan category enemy starting from the 3rd turn, or just starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. So this is a very, very easy condition. I wouldn't really call this condition bad at all. At the worst, you're going to be able to use this on turn 5 from the beginning of the battle, not from the 5th turn of this character's first appearance, from the start of battle. It's going to do ultimate damage and disable the enemy's action once within the turn. I feel like they probably could have given this guaranteed crit. I mean, he gets a lot of crit built in via the amount of Terrifying Conquerors that you're running on the team. But I feel like they could have given this crit, because a lot of times what you're probably going to end up doing is you're probably going to end up relying on this active skill to kill the enemy. And if it doesn't crit, you're probably just going to want to like reset the app until it crits. So you're going to be fishing for crits with this. So I feel like they probably could have just made this guaranteed crit, but it is what it is. All right, and then in terms of links, big bad bosses, Frieza's army, universe's most malevolent, strongest clan in space, thirst for conquest, fear and faith, fierce battle. Pretty standard Frieza links. I mean, Frieza's army is kind of a annoying one to have on here, but that's just because it's not Namek Frieza. That's why he has this. Namek Friezas don't have Frieza's army, so that's something that he has. Actually, Ginyu has this, and Dodoria, the banner unit that we just got, has this as well. In terms of categories, Planetary Destruction, Space Traveling Warriors, Inhuman Deeds, Terrifying Conquerors, Wicked Bloodline, Gifted Warriors, and Sworn Enemies. I mentioned this in the summon video a little bit, but as of right now, the biggest downfall of this character is just the fact that Terrifying Conquerors as a category is not great. But we do know for sure, this is not like a speculation thing, like we know it's coming. We are going to be getting EZAs for LR AGL Full Power Frieza and for LR STR Cooler at some point within the next like year, probably for both of them. So we know there's going to be buffs soon for Terrifying Conquerors. I would say we probably are waiting for like 1 or 2 really, really good top tier Terrifying Conqueror summonable characters. And once we get that, in combination with the EZA for like the LR Frieza and Cooler, plus this guy, I feel like Terrifying Conquerors could be in a pretty decent spot, but we'll have to wait and see when that happens. As for now, we're kind of stuck with kind of like a very mediocre looking team. This is what we're going to be using here. You could run like Hirudegarn on this team if you wanted to. The only problem with him is he's not a Terrifying Conqueror, which means that you're going to be losing out on the crit chance and the extra defense for Frieza. If I was actually trying to run on like a really difficult event, I would probably just throw Hirudegarn on the team, just because he's probably better than like Turles and the Amun Raisin and like probably everyone else on this team as well, besides like Kid Buu. But we're going to go with this. The only character that is not a Terrifying Conqueror on this setup is Kid Buu, but Kid Buu is just too good not to run. Like you kind of just, any villain team that you can utilize Kid Buu on, there's no reason not to run him, so we're going to do that. The friend is link leveled a little bit, but he's also 55%. Not too bad. He's pretty much only like 2s and 3s and stuff, so we're going to jump in with this against the Red Zone Cell stage. Not a particularly tough stage, but this is more so just going to be a way to show Frieza off. We want to make sure we're getting as many supers as possible, stack his attacks, so that we can unleash that nuke active skill at the end and just blow Cell away. So let's jump in and we'll see how we're looking with the rotations here. Okay, we have, actually, this is actually perfect. This, wow. Very rare occurrence of like rotations actually being perfect. Let's go. All right, let's go. That intro is so good. Also, the OST. Like, the thing about this Frieza is, like, yeah, he's not in a great spot right now on Terrifying Conquerors. So in terms of his actual performance, it's probably not going to be as good or up to par with a lot of the other, like, summonable Dokkanfest characters and LRs that we've gotten recently. But aesthetically, this guy's, like, top tier. I mean, the OST is insane. The intro animation, his like every animation, like the active skill it looks so good. So I'm actually really excited to see it later on. All right, so Frieza's army plus fierce battle is active. Remember, this is a big bad boss's character, so we are going to be seeing a significantly weaker version of Frieza when he's not going to have big bad boss's link level, which we're not going to have here. But we'll have Frieza in slot 2 to get the Thirst for Conquest active. I think we'll have Dodoria just sit in slot 1. My Dodoria, by the way, is 90%. And I gave him mostly dodge just because if we're going to put Dodoria in slot 1, he's going to have to dodge to be usable. So let's do this. And with Frieza, we'll go ahead and do this. Again, we want to attack as many times as possible so that we can stack up his attack, because it is an infinite stack. Okay, no super right away against Dodoria. Dodoria's going to get some supers in first here. 3.3 million. I gave Dodoria like literally 0 crit just because he has built-in crit in his passive. So I felt like there was no reason to do this. And plus, he's not really a damage-dealing character anyway. So I just didn't really see the value in giving him any crit. So, oh, he got the stun. Okay, sure. He actually triple supered. Okay. This is now a Dodoria showcase, I guess. We need a Zarbon, man. Give us a Zarbon character. All right, all right, there we go. All right, Frieza, let's see what you got. So first attack is going to be 7.9. After this, we are going to have the entrance animation additional, which is a super. Perfect. Okay, that's really good. And he is AGL, so we do have the 10% chance per attack to get the hidden potential system, which we do not get, which is expected. We do not expect to get the hidden potential system additional on a 55% character, but because he is a character that does an additional super built in, or sorry, not an additional super, an additional attack built in, it is a 10% chance per attack. So it's 10% rolled twice, and we lost both rolls, which is expected because it's only 10%. All right, I'm going to put Frieza in slot 1. I'm going to float Kid Buu just so that we can get him onto the other rotation. And I'm just going to start building this Frieza up here. This is the friend. We just want to start getting him as many supers as we can. Let's do this. This Frieza will kill Cell, and Cell's stunned anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, so 6.9. This is without the Dodoria support. Also, we don't have Big Bad Bosses active, of course. All right, so this is going to be my Frieza's 3rd and 4th attack. If we do get the hidden potential system additional, even if it is a normal, let me just confirm this. Even if it is a normal, yeah, because it says starting from the turn in which the character performs the 5th attack in battle, so it doesn't have to be a super attack. So even if we proc the hidden potential system and it's a normal attack, we will actually end up getting the additional buff from doing the 5th attack. All right, so I will keep things the way they are here. Dodoria will be in slot 1. Remember, Dodoria is getting defense, or extra stats for being on a team with Frieza, and then he's getting guard for being on the same rotation as the Frieza. So let's do this. We are continuing to stack up Frieza's attack via super attack effect, and then we can give Turles those orbs at the end. Turles also does need to, okay, we didn't touch. Turles also does need to do attacks to build up as well, so. All right, Dodoria, eating that like a champ. Yeah, look at our health. 572,000 is a little bit low, just because we have, I think we have 0 LRs, right, on this team? I think we have 0. Yeah, we have 0 LRs on this team, which is very, very uncommon. All right, he's stunned again. Why is Dodoria like just giving us multiple turns of triple super? Okay, dude. He's stunned again. All right, Frieza, let's see what you got. So 9.7 next to Turles. I think we actually have Big Bad Bosses active here, which is why his numbers jumped up so much. Okay, nice. If he gives us a 3rd attack, he's going to proc a 4th attack. One more. Nice. Wow, he actually did give us the 3rd attack. That's crazy. Now we're going to get a 4th attack. Yeah, look at that. 15. Dude, look at this. Look at his damage on this turn. Are you kidding me? Look at that damage. He just did like an 8 into a 9 into a 10 into a 15, and they were like all crits. Okay. I'm content already. I think we've seen enough. I've seen enough. Frieza's better. Okay, we'll just leave things like this. I actually... What is our health percentage at? We are... Let me just confirm something. What is... It's 80% health for Link level 1, right? We can grab this. This is not going to heal us above 80. I'm actually going to try and maintain under 80% health so that we can go into the next turn and have the Big Bad Bosses active on my Frieza. So we'll do this. I don't want to heal above it. Almond and Raisin are going to be okay here, obviously. They dodged it, nice. Next turn is going to be the big boy turn. We still have the intro active because it is going to be the 5th turn, so it's going to be the final turn of the intro buff. we are going to have Dodoria support, and we're going to have Kid Buu support, and we're going to have Big Bad Bosses active. And we've done how many supers? I think it's 6 supers so far. So we're really not going to get a better showing, I don't think, from Frieza on the next turn than we are throughout the rest of the video, I would imagine. Like, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. All right, let's see what we got here. Honestly, we probably should just throw the active skill next turn, because if we do that, we can take advantage of the extra intro stat buff that we're going to lose out on the following turn. Wow, really? The great chance failed for them? That's fine. All right, should we just do the active skill? Do you understand how hard he's going to hit on this turn? Only 3 links active. Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest. Or sorry, Big Bad Bosses, Frieza's Army, and Fierce Battle. He's at 430k defense. Let me just see something here. So when we attack, we get 150% to attack and defense. And then we're also getting 30% defense when we super with the super attack effect. So he's getting 150%. I'm actually going to calculate this because I'm kind of curious as to what the final numbers are going to end up looking like. So on this specific, I mean, again, this is a very, very juiced situation for Frieza. He's at 400. Let's just assume he's going to be at 430,000. Let's just round it down to like a round number there. When he supers, he's going to be at already over 1 million defense. He's going to be at 1,075,000 defense when he supers here, and then every super attack effect he's doing on this turn is going to give him approximately 300 and like well, let's just say 320,000 defense. So if he gives us 3 supers, which is very likely, I mean, we're talking about basically 2 million defense for this Frieza on this turn at 55% level 1 links. That is pretty damn insane. That's pretty crazy. So I think I'm going to actually not do the active skill on this turn, and we'll do it against STR Cell, even though this would probably be the best turn for it. I just want to see what kind of attack stat Frieza is going to get here. So Dodoria, I'm not really worried about like Dodoria killing or anything, so we'll just do this. Frieza is about to drop a nuke, even with just like a normal super attack, not even his active skill. This super is going to be like he's going to be like a 20 million attack stat on this turn, I think. All right, even if Cell supers Dodoria will be fine because he's attacking first here. Why is he's getting so many turns with just like 500 supers? All right, man. Him healing is actually really good for us. Okay, he does not dodge, but he's fine. All right, Frieza. Let's see. 17.4. We could do 4 of these. By the way, there's a normal. Damn, a normal for 7.5 million. And then here's the super for 18.2. You could do 1 more after this. Yeah, I remember these all have like a 50% chance to crit because of the team build that we're using with the Terrifying Conquerors on it. So yeah, and then don't forget he was basic after doing these 2 supers. Again, he could have done a third one. He was essentially at around 1.7 million defense here, and he is still stacking his attack every time he does his super attacks. We could actually just kill Cell here, I think. I think that's probably we definitely do want to kill Cell here, by the way, just so that we could definitely move on to STR Cell next turn. I'm going to actually activate the Turles and Frieza active skills here, and then we'll get the nuke Frieza active skill next turn. So let's do this. Alright, so we unfortunately did not get the crit there, but it's fine. We're definitely still going to finish him off here. So 827,000 defense. We do have big bad bosses, and we have Thirst for Conquest as well. So this is actually a really good defensive turn for Frieza. And then remember, this is not it, because he's getting 30% defense every time he supers during the turn as well. I think we could just put Almond and Raisin slot 1. This is fine. And do we want to just put Turles there? Yeah, let's just do this. This is fine. We'll maintain Big Bad Boss's health. Let's do this. Want to make sure we're going to kill here. I don't think Turles has done any attacks this entire video. So that's why his active didn't hit very hard. Oh yeah, we nullified his super because of course we knew he was going to super right away. That's good. All right, so we should kill Cell here, and we'll move on to the STR phase. And I would not be surprised if we actually just one-shot him with our Frieza. Okay, Turles, give it. Actually, no, this is bad because Turles is healing. No, Turles is healing. No, I should have put Frieza in slot 2. That's a mistake. Oh no. We're above Big Bad Boss's territory now. Actually, what could happen though? Nah, it doesn't matter. Wait, these guys don't have Big Bad Bosses. I just realized that. Really? I thought they had Big Bad Bosses. Oh, well, I made a mistake putting them on the team then. I just assumed that Vegeta and Nappa from the Saiyan Saga together as a card would have Big Bad Bosses. Does AGL Vegeta and Nappa not have Big Bad Bosses? Maybe not. I feel like this character should have Big Bad Bosses. Am I crazy? This is the boss of the Saiyan Saga. Huh. Well, I learned something new today. I actually did not know that. The reason why I put them on the team at all is because I assumed that they would have Big Bad Bosses and they could act as like a Big Bad Boss's battery as a floater. But if that's not the case, then they can get the hell off the team. All right, anyway, it wouldn't have mattered though because we unfortunately did heal above the threshold with Turles giving us triple supers last turn. So this is our rotation with Frieza and Dodoria, Frieza's army and Fierce Battle. No Big Bad Bosses active. And at this point, we also have had our intro buff wear out for Frieza. We're starting at 253, so we're going to go ahead and activate the active skill. This is going to hit way harder than the one last turn, but this is definitely not going to one-shot Cell, I don't think. But we'll see how much it does. Okay, so 19.5 million crit. That's pretty good. That number, if we had used the active skill last turn with that super mega, like, steroided up rotation, that number probably would have been closer to 25, 28, somewhere in that range, I would say. And at 55%, that's definitely very good. So remember, we are going to break Cell's first attack, so we can now very comfortably put Frieza in slot 1. Only has the Frieza's Army and Fierce Battle active here. 634. We're going to go ahead and take Cell out here. There's no way Frieza doesn't kill him, I don't think. So that's a pretty, I think, thorough showing of what this Frieza is capable of at 55%. We pretty much showed like his best turn, and we had some early turns that didn't really show how how good he could be. Like some turns that just show like average turns for him. So I feel like there's no reason for us to jump into anything else for the 55% showcase. We can now move on to doing the Rainbow Showcase after this. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Frieza. Again, not the greatest team for him right now, but when we do get some better Terrifying Conqueror characters with Easy A's and maybe some, like, I don't know, Demon King Piccolo's eventually going to get some kind of DOKKANFEST or LR, and we're going to get some more characters on this team to help Frieza out. So when that happens, he'll be good. He is a good character by himself. It's just he has nothing to support him right now, which sucks. So Let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.